This is Seawolves. Storm or not.
Good Monday, I'm Irina Ivanuk. My trip to campus this morning was just nerve-wracking. The roads were wet and slippery. I didn't want to get into any accidents on my way to school on the important 7th week of this semester. What I want to worry about is my midterm tomorrow. But there is something that may be more troubling in our society as we come on the air today. Facebook is down along with Instagram, WhatsApp, and Messenger. This comes on the heels of the whistleblowers' accusations that Instagram is harmful to teenage girls, and a report on last night's 60 Minutes that Facebook executives are more interested in profits that are helping people, their clients. We don't know what this outage means, but it's added more anxiety to this miserable Monday. To find out more about today's weather, let's go to Ray S. Wilson at the Weather Board. Ray?
Thanks, Irina. Now, I am worried about my Facebook, but I'm more worried about the weather that's outside today. You see, if you look outside, it's actually pretty dreary. It's been raining on and off all morning, and also the skies are pretty gray, so it's been pretty depressing. Though the temperatures are actually really nice, it's pretty moderate. We're going to experience a high of 73 and a low of 60. Now, you might have to turn up your volume on your Netflix because we are expecting a few thunderstorms later this afternoon. We'll go more into the 7-day forecast later on, but now back to you, Irina.
Thanks, Ray, for cheering me up with warm temperatures today. Where I come from, we call thunderstorm Groza. Comes from the same word root as the word terrible. You know it is an Ivan the Terrible. Speaking of terrible, there is an ecological catastrophe happening in Huntington. Not Huntington, Long Island, but Huntington Beach in California. Our environmental reporter, Amanda CRESANTI, is covering the story.
This past Saturday, an oil spill was discovered off the coast of Huntington Beach in Orange County, California. The spill stretches an estimated 5.8 nautical miles. A Huntington Beach local describes the scary reality of a spill of this nature.
That was hard, thinking about the marine life and the ocean and who did this, who's responsible, what should we do, what can we learn?
The source of the 126,000 gallons of oil was an offshore rig owned by Amplify Energy. CEO Martin Wilshire reports that they are working with the Coast Guard, the California Department of Fish and Wildlife, as well as with local communities to assist in cleanup, which includes using skimmers to keep the oil from spreading. Huntington Beach, nicknamed Surf City, USA, could be closed for weeks to months. However, it is not just beachgoers who are affected by this spill. This coastline is crucial to wildlife such as various species of seabirds who migrate to this location for the winter.
The full extent of the harm to the wildlife and environment is still unknown, but what is becoming increasingly obvious is that this spill needs to be cleaned up as soon as possible.
Well, Amanda, I saw the oil on the beach. What about the birds and all beautiful wild out there?
Well, we do know that the oil is harmful to the birds because when it gets on their feathers, they're unable to fly properly, they can't regulate their temperature, and they're unable to clean themselves.
Thank you, Amanda. Well, gloomy weather, oil spills, and the dreaded M word, midterms. That's really depressing. Is the weather gonna lift our moods for this week, Ray?
Thanks, Irina. Now, I don't have a lot of good news for you. See, if you look down into Tuesday and tomorrow, the rain does continue and the temperature does drop down to about 68 degrees. But later on throughout the week, the sun does come out on Thursday, and we do experience a high of 73. But the rain and clouds do come back throughout the weekend. But I do have good news, is that the rain does come, but we do have a 4-day weekend planned because of our fall break. So enjoy the time off, Seawolves. Back to you, Irina.
Thanks, Ray. I guess I have something to look forward to. And of course, I know I could forward to the red and orange colors, apples and pumpkins. For more on the apple angle, our reporter RAINA Park takes a look at how global warming impacts a favorite fall fruit.
With peak apple season coming to a close this October, some orchards have not been able to last until the season's end. Wilson Creek's orchard in Wittenberg, Wisconsin is just one of many orchards that have been hit hard with an unusual pattern of weather this year. With an early warm spring followed by a drastic drop in temperature, these apple buds have not been able to produce as many fruit as the previous year. What's supposed to be hundreds of bushels filled with apples, Wilson Creek's orchard has been able to produce only 10 bushels, having to close its orchard early for the season. Apple picking has become a popular attraction as it allows families to enjoy popular treats and pick sweet fruit. It has also become the perfect opportunity for people to enjoy outdoor activities while still being able to maintain social distancing guidelines. However, with global temperatures rising yearly, this can affect the usual budding season of not only apple trees but other fruits as well, affecting the season's harvest. Many orchards like Wilson's Creek will have to hope for the best next year. Although we may have to wait until next spring to see if the weather will allow a plentiful harvest, fall is a perfect season to go pumpkin picking as we get ready for Halloween. This has been RAINA Park.
I like apples, but colored leaves and pumpkins make me feel more like it's fall. Maybe after midterms, next weekend, I will get out and go to the pumpkin farm. And my American friends say that I should at least try a pumpkin pie. That's all we have for you today. Don't be scared of the thunderstorms and enjoy your fall break. I'm Irina Ivanuk, and this is Seawolves, Storm or Not.